on the flip side, that this is a good story, and this is a program that seems to be continuing to head in the right direction. I don't want to state it as though it's some recent thing. This has been going on for years now. It's been a steady climb. They've been active in the transfer portal. Mark Stoops projects to have maybe as many as 5 or 6 starters from the transfer portal that will be in play here in 2022, but they're set to hit the field as well.
I think what's fascinating with Kentucky is, who's going to be the backup to Will Levis, who comes back at quarterback. And Levis did a good job last year. I think he kind of hit a wall a little bit toward the middle of the year. There's still way too many turnovers, and that's something that they've got to fix. Chris Rodriguez comes back. And look, Mark, you can throw out a lot of names for running backs in this league, but Chris Rodriguez is among the best, is he not? With the job that he did last year. Wan'Dale Robinson will not be back. Obviously, he's going to the NFL. So to me, the interesting thing is going to be who's the backup quarterback going to be? Who else will run the ball? Smoke is also involved in that too, in the backfield. And he did a really good job last year. And who also is going to provide some depth in the wide receiver position. To me, their line of scrimmage, you alluded to this, is in a good shape. Mark, when in the world will we say that Kentucky was in better shape than Auburn going into a spring game on the line of scrimmage? That would have been sacrilege, particularly during the Pat Dye era. We're a bit away from that now, obviously. But again, what Mark Stoops has done, and I tell you what, they need a really good offseason too, because big game early on in September with Florida that really could dictate a lot of where September goes. We've talked before, Florida plays Utah and Kentucky to begin the year, and that's going to be a real challenge for them. And on the reverse, be a challenge for Kentucky to continue to play strong. Kentucky no longer is afraid of Florida, are they, Mark? We saw with that win last year how impressive they were during that time. So I would be fascinating. Auburn's rebuilding. Kentucky, I can almost use the term reloading. Yet that's not a term we usually use with Kentucky, but doesn't that say something about what Mark Stoops has done, particularly in recruiting, Mark, the way they have done in the state of Ohio? They have not gotten into a lot of these battles with some of the other big names in the SEC. They have recruited more to their border states, which I think is fascinating, that they will have a new offensive coordinator coming from the 49ers, a new offensive line coach. Wolford went to Alabama. But look, I'm not saying Kentucky will win double digits games again, but with Stoops and the way they have got this program going, I wouldn't put it past them, would you?
I would not. And they've got a pretty good formula going in the non-conference schedule where they can beat up on 3, and then Louisville's the wild card, but they're certainly in much better shape than the Cardinals at this point. So it's probably 4 wins tacked on to the SEC total. So maybe they can get there.
Mm-hmm.